And we're back.
Yo, what's good?
Man, what's up? We here.
Yeah, go ahead and let them know who you is.
Yeah, bro.
Yo,
you
I was
here.
not- I
You
was
were here
not
last
here.
time, so
Right, I wasn't here the first episode. Keith Harper. I'm glad to be here with Darryl, Taylor, and we missing one, but it's all good.
it
You gave him your old name. That's both. Yo, I was scared to put my first name out there.
Really? Why?
He don't want to get canceled.
It's
That's what it
weird.
is. He don't want to get canceled. That's what it
It
is.
ain't
be
just that
scared.
weird. It's just weird having my regular. It's like it's too.
Don't live in fear.
It's like I don't know y'all like that. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah, you know who watching. You know who watching.
That's
You know who watching. Yeah.
So, fellas, we are back.
Yes.
And,
To the Listen or
think-
Don't podcast.
right. Right. I ain't gonna lie. I do gotta share this with the audience. I didn't know that we was gonna call that shit Listen or Don't. We just needed a name to actually upload. And then, like, in my mind, I was like, we'll fix it later.
Yeah.
But, I mean, since it's stuck, listen or don't.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
shit.
saying? Like, I mean,
It works.
It's it. This is.
It
this
definitely
is now.
works.
This is the official name.
It definitely works. I just want to say thank you to everybody who listened to the last one. I think we got I think we got some good positive feedback on it. You know, I ain't never recorded a podcast before, but we seem to do okay. So I mean,
And honestly, sound wasn't even a thing that a lot of people was bringing up when it was during the criticism. So
Yeah,
I
that's the
guess
thing that
everybody
didn't mind.
yeah,
you know?
didn't mind or whatever. But yeah,
True. Because that's
Over
one of
time,
the
it's
things-
gonna grow.
It's
grow,
gonna- yeah.
grow. It's gonna be lit.
We can only get better. So,
Facts.
but let's jump right into it. You know, the past 2 weeks have been crazy in the world. So much has happened. Where do y'all want to start? I mean, I don't even know. There's so many things.
honestly, let's just keep the tradition going. Let's just start off with Kanye.
That's it. I knew it.
Oh my god! Before we get right into because I know we're gonna talk about the Donda release show and everything like that. I do want to say I gotta eat my words from 2 weeks ago.
Uh-oh.
What's that?
I want that damn stem player. I seen some people using it, bro. I seen some people. You can like separate the beat and the vocals and stuff like that. I was like, look, that's worth $200,
right.
bro.
It allows you to. It doesn't matter what album he officially puts out. It allows you to completely create the album all over again. In the sense, like you can listen to it how you want to, like edit the beat, edit the vocals, like you can hear it in all types of ways. So I think that's pretty dope.
Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I still don't want to hear Donda 2, but I want the stem player.
Why
so-
not though?
Yo,
I
did you
didn't
not
like
hear
the first one.
Did you not hear the Soulja Boy verse? Soulja Boy made it. Big
That's supposed to
Draco.
sell
So
me.
he put him on there this time.
That's supposed to
Come
sell
on.
me on the Donda. Man,
Right.
get out
He
of
finally
here.
put him on there. Like, what's up, bro? Like, come on, man.
But nah, but I mean, look, when the album is it out? Like, is Donda 2 out, or is it
That
just?
nigga probably got another listening party
I don't
type
think-
shit.
yeah, I'm pretty sure
That's how that
before-
nigga is.
I think this was the plan. I think he was gonna use Donda 2 to sell stem players, but I mean, I just feel like it's pretty obvious that eventually it's gonna come out on all platforms. I don't know about Apple
I would
because
think
they got
so.
this whole thing going on since he didn't do his release or whatever with them again. So
Right.
I'm not sure about his situation with Apple, but I just know that initially it was the way to sell more of his stem players, and also you can get the album. But I mean, for sure, I feel like it'll at least be on Spotify.
I think that too. I mean, I know he wants to be like his own artist and everything like that.
Yeah.
But I can't see him not having the album on any other DSP. You know what I'm saying?
no.
It's
Right.
definitely got to be like somewhere else. But we'll see about that. I mean, I saw the clips. I didn't watch the show. I saw the clips, and like I said, that one clip that I had seen where it was like, I don't know if it was an intro or an outro to a song or whatever, but it was like, no, you can't be on my mama album, bro.
Where did that come from? Yay!
Bro, when I heard that, I was like, yo, he's serious. Because, you know, here's the thing with Kanye, and we kind of touched on it last week. I don't know if he be serious or joking when he get into it with these, like the whole Kid Cudi stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even know if he was joking or if he was serious. Like, I don't know.
I know for sure with all of the Soulja Boy stuff, Soulja Boy already came out and said that they were
cool,
joking.
right?
Like they kind of like on the same, like, say wild things, go viral type vibe. So it's like, yeah, Soulja Boy had already said that him and Kanye, like, behind closed doors, like, they actually cool. Like, they know what they doing when they be going at each other or whatever. So I know that situation is cool. I mean, they got to be cool. Soulja Boy made
He made the cut, bruh. He made the cut.
Yo, and I honestly, I listened to the song, and Soulja Boy's verse was not whack.
Okay. Did you watch the whole thing?
I just want y'all to know that Big Ye did that. Soulja Boy verse was fire because Ye turned him down the first time.
So
he made Soulja a better artist.
Right? Is it the same song that was supposed to be on the first one, or is it a whole different song?
No, it's a whole different song. Yeah, it's a whole different song. I would say though, for me, my favorite part about the Donda 2 release show, I kind of like the element when he was just like walking on water the whole time. I thought that was a really dope visual.
Jesus.
Yeah. I thought that was a really dope visual. I mean, and also, man, I thought it was wild. So there were some audio issues during Playboy Cardi set, and I don't know if this is true, so I'm gonna say allegedly, Ye fired his whole sound team.
I can believe that.
I would not be surprised.
Right.
I know what you're talking about. I saw the clip where he threw the mic. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if that's true or not, but I would not be surprised if he fired.
They probably laid off.
I mean, I don't know, yo. It's Ye. I mean, go find God. We talking about Mr. Go Find God. So.
Could say so much, but anyways. Did you watch the whole thing?
Yeah, I watched. Let's see. I want to say I probably missed like 5-10 minutes of it in total. But for the most part, I did see most of it, and I was really enjoying the show. I thought he had some pretty dope transitions. I mean, of course, he brought Fabio Foreign out. That's always fire. Yeah, I thought it was a really great show. Like I said, I mostly enjoyed like him, the whole water visual, and then having all the other, what do you say, call them, actors. Out there dressed up and just kind of like walking around, marching or doing like these different formations and stuff. And then Kanye just walking around while songs are playing, not really rapping or anything, just like moving to the songs.
Right.
I think it's a really dope way though to, I guess, just put music out. Like it's kind of like a listening.
It's a big ass listening party.
Yeah, it's a concert, but it's a listening party. You know what I mean? It's like a listening party, but like thrown as a concert. I don't know. I think it's a really dope idea.
I mean, and in a way, it's exclusive music too, because everybody ain't finna. I mean, everybody gonna get it eventually. Yeah. But this nigga, you know how this nigga was with the first album. He nigga in Atlanta, Chicago.
But this is why I say, and that's exactly why I say that I think that he's obviously gonna put it out on platforms, because once you do like a show like that, people is ripping that and they throwing it on YouTube.
For sure. That's why I was like, ain't no way it's only gonna be on.
Yo, it was like the next day. It was like either the next day or 2 days after that. Like people had already had the entire show like chopped up for like the songs. Like so, like you could go and listen to a specific clip or whatever, and it's like that song, and then you can do that for another clip would be a whole nother song. So people already got it like edited to where you can get like the specific songs in here, and to go back to like your favorite tracks, I guess, that you heard from the Donda 2.
What do y'all think about I don't know if it was like for a music video or if it was just a video, but the video or clip that he released on his Instagram where he was decapitating Pete, or Skeet as he likes to call him. Pete Davidson. Okay, yeah.
I didn't. So for one, I did not see that video. But my whole, I don't know. As far as like Kanye and Pete Davidson,
tired of it.
It's. I'm kind of already tired of it. You know what I mean? Like it burned out pretty quick. You know what I'm saying? Like
I think he hasn't been doing as much as he was. Besides that, so I will say it's been a nice little break from Kanye in that department. But I mean, I kind of like, even though, like I said, I'm not really excited for Donda 2. I'll probably listen to it eventually. But I do like the idea of him just focusing on music. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, just do that. Because, I mean, whether anybody wants to admit it or not, whether you like Kanye, whether you don't, he's a big artist. And he's done you could say that College Dropout single-handedly changed hip-hop. In a way. I'm not saying he was like this big, but in a way.
I'm gonna go with Graduation, but
okay, whatever. I mean, my point is, my point is, Kanye has made his mark on hip hop.
Yeah, for sure.
So,
for sure.
Whether you like him or not, like he's a good he's a good artist. So I mean, him just focusing on music, I fuck with that all day. Well, even if I don't like it, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you focused on your craft, I respect that. All this other stuff, I just feel like if it is for promotion, you don't need that type of promotion. You're Kanye West. You know what I'm saying? Like, your name within itself speaks volumes. Just release the music and let the music do what it's gonna do. But anyways, I didn't see the Donda 2 release show. That's I mean, like I said, that clip made me fucking laugh out loud when I saw it.
I mean, and, the thing with Pete, he's a visual artist, right? I mean, Kanye, Pete Davidson when he could tap, the post he made with the cutting his head off. Pete, the thing with Pete. He's a visual artist.
I thought you were saying Pete. I was like, I'm pretty sure he's just a comedian, but okay.
Yeah, he's a comedian, but that's his name, Pete Davidson, and he's a visual artist, so it's like. That's his way of expressing himself. I disagree with the way he went about it, but that's his way of expressing himself. But I think Kanye, at some point, he need to grow up, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like,
he grown. That's the problem. Shit.
He need to grow up at some point and let that shit go, because that's life. I mean, people gonna grow and people gonna move on.
I'm starting to think I think he's just doing it because he know at this point he's just doing it because he know like it's getting a reaction out of people.
Yeah, it's getting views, likes, all that shit.
But like I said, he's been letting up on that less and less. Like other than that clip, he ain't really did nothing super crazy the last 2 weeks. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. I like that, he's doing his Donda 2 shit. He's on his music shit. Just do that, I know it's your boy, so I mean,
do your thing. Say your thing.
That's your boy.
Hot take on the whole Pete thing. I just don't want to skip over the fact that Pete kind of deserved this.
What did he do?
Them.
You know, back in the day,
Kanye and Pete used to be like best friends. Like they used to him, Cudi, and them. They used to hang out all the time.
Really?
And Kanye and Kim were married during the time that they were all friends. So like Pete used to come over and they would all eat dinner together or like hang out and stuff like that. And it's like now divorcing. It's like that was supposed to be your man.
Like, I hear where he coming from. Like, that's your boy.
It's not even like something where it's like your homeboy was dating her and they threw. So like now it ain't even that. Like they was married and they got kids together.
Right. I didn't know that they used to be friends.
So for me, I kind of feel the Ye energy. Like I probably have to run a fade too. You know what I mean? It's like
even the IG post though. Like you don't think that was?
It's like it's like, bruh, you. Like, that was my wife. He's supposed to be my boy. We got kids. Not you. Like, maybe if it wasn't Pete, Kanye wouldn't have been, like, wilding like he was. Or whatever. Maybe if it was somebody, like, he didn't even know.
Random.
Yeah, like, some person that he didn't even know or, like, never ran into or it's not in his friend group or something like that. But I just feel like maybe it hit him harder that they was actually cool and shit, so.
I didn't know that. Maybe so. I still think that he be wilding sometimes. But, and the decapitating thing was definitely a bit too much. But, I mean, That's all the energy I got to give to Kanye. Wait. Before we move on, real quick, the Genius doc.
Yeah.
I know you said you haven't seen... You saw the first episode.
Yeah, I seen the first episode. I have not gotten a chance to see the second episode.
So
first episode was definitely really good, though.
Do you want to wait, or do you want you just want to... Because I mean, I don't... I ain't gonna say everything that happened in the
It
episode.
ain't really
just
like,
more,
yeah, if you want to talk, it ain't really like spoilers for it. I mean, I'm going to watch it regardless, so.
I mean, it was just basically, in this episode, we just got to see him, you know, recording more of the College Dropout and everything like that. And we got to see, like, I don't know if y'all have ever watched, like, a few of Jamie Foxx's interviews, but in a few of his interviews, like, he always tells the story of how him and Kanye made slow jams. And so in the doc, we actually get to see the process of them recording slow jams.
Yeah,
and it was super dope. Like, that's honestly, and this is why I say, you know, I'm not really a big Kanye fan now, but I used to be a big fan of his. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, you know what I'm saying? When I was like younger, like in like elementary school and middle school and everything like that, I was a Kanye fan.
Right.
And so actually getting to see like him making the music that I actually liked is a dope. Like, that's really dope. You know what I'm saying? And Slow Jam's probably one of my favorite songs ever. Like I remember singing that song just walking around school. It's like, Taylor, shut up. Nah, man, that's my jam, man.
I'm gonna say Gold Digger.
But Gold Digger was dope. I don't think we got to that point yet in the doc. But yeah, got to see that process, and just after the accident and everything like that, you know, the doctor telling him, you know, you need to chill out, and he was like, yo, but I got like dreams and shit, like, you know, like, and so, you know, he was supposed to have some type of surgery or whatever, and he ended up not getting the surgery because he wanted to do other shit, you know, and I mean, aside all the crazy stuff that he's been doing aside, like, you could see, like, at the beginning of his career, like, how much he really believed in himself, you know, and how, like, they wasn't taking him seriously as a rapper, because I think he was making beats and stuff like that, but that's all they wanted him for. That's all they wanted to, you know, they wasn't really like, you make beats, like, you're not a rapper, you know, so he had to show him, like, and honestly, I feel like that's the type, like, being in the music industry, I don't know if I would say it's easier to make it in the music industry today, because you can, like, with social media, anybody can make a song and upload it and it might go viral. Right. But, like, back then, it was, like, tougher, you know, and, like, you had to go up to the offices and shit like that.
Radio station.
Right, radio station.
Like, you know, all this shit,
you know, selling mixtapes, whatever the case may be. And so, to believe in yourself like he did, because he was getting, like, no after no after no. And that can be damaging to, like, your mental. Be like, well, after you get like the 10th no, it's like, well, shit, maybe this ain't for me. And he didn't let that stop him. So I gotta say, that doc was definitely inspiring. It's good. You should definitely watch the second episode.
Can we also talk about the fact that Kanye's humble beginning led to him wilding out right now? Like, they used to, think about it. He used to be humble, and they used to, like, they was dogging that man. They wasn't taking him serious, and now the position he in, I don't know. Honestly, I'd probably be wilding out too. I'd be like, yo, like, it wasn't supposed to be like this, and now I'm a billionaire.
But it did. But the thing is, now this didn't just start. Like, this started back with the Taylor Swift shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And like this, like, so it's been like
she deserved that.
What? Okay, we're not getting into all that, but I'm just saying.
Beyonce did have an amazing video.
Beyonce had the best video.
She did have the best video. Now, the way he said it was unprofessional.
It was messed up. He shouldn't have did that to her.
Right. He shouldn't have been up there at all.
Yeah, but
he shouldn't. It was unprofessional, but it's all good.
It was.
Anyway,
it was Kanye's win. Kanye was really looking out for the home team, though.
He was.
He
is loyal. I mean, he loyal as hell.
Looking out for
letting everybody know it's the last week we talking about Kanye, and I'm playing. Sure. But yeah. So, anyways, we're gonna see whatever it is that Kanye does next. Yeah. So we'll see. Whenever Don
Hip Hop, what's up with? How y'all feeling about this Tory Lanez man case?
I'm gonna just say right now, I'm sick of talking about it. Honestly, I wish, because I know that the case got I know it got pushed back. Honestly, all I want to happen now, I don't want to hear nobody arguing on social media. I don't want to hear nothing else about it. All I want to hear is the verdict and then shut up. Yeah, like, I don't care. I don't care. I just do not care no more.
I'm not gonna lie. If Tory Lanez get found not guilty, I'm gonna wild out. I'm just gonna put that. I'm just gonna put that out there beforehand. I'm definitely gonna wild out.
I just feel like this is such a weird case because, number one, I mean, I've never been involved in a case or anything like that, but aren't you supposed to, like, aren't all parties supposed to be quiet? Like, why? I've never seen this much, like, talking on social media
Right.
about stuff that is supposed to be isn't stuff supposed to be confidential.
It can be used against you. Really.
Exactly. So like I've never seen this before.
Right.
It's because of when you have that much fame, it's like you want to control the narrative because narratives can affect your career. So like,
reputation.
Yeah, like your reputation or like, you know, just like your current situation. You know what I mean? Like let's say there's a certain narrative going against that makes Meg look bad and she's trying to do some shows. You know what I mean? Or the narrative is making Tory look bad and he's trying to do some shows. So that's why they're constantly on there trying to spin the narrative in each other's favor because
and make them look good.
That's how I mean, I don't think that's
Honestly,
completely why. I think that's just like a part of the reason.
I think neither one of them look good right now, and I'm being serious. Like that's why I say I'm sick of it because neither one like this isn't helping anybody's case. Like I'm not a judge, so technically it doesn't matter. But court of public opinion, both of y'all can really shut the fuck up. Like I just don't care anymore. Like I don't think I don't know what happened. I wasn't there. I mean, I would hope that he didn't do that.
Yeah.
But however she got hurt, I don't know how she got hurt, but she did. Whoever did it needs to be accounted for. But I just feel like this isn't making either one of them look good. Then what's her dude?
Friend? The dude?
No. But the dude she's messing with. What's his name?
Who?
Her boyfriend? Is that her boyfriend?
Meg's boyfriend?
Yeah. What's his name?
What is it? Partisan? Is it partisan?
She ain't with him no more. I thought they broke up.
But I thought he said. But I'm saying I thought he said something online or. But you know, like that. But my point is, it doesn't really matter whether they're together or not. My point is, you know, you got other people getting involved. Like he's like, oh, I'm gonna do this or that when I see you. All that type of stuff. Just stop. Like it's just it's not looking good for nobody right now.
Wild what he did. Like that was I know what you're talking about. You're talking about that Twitter post he had put out.
I think
like it was like something he was going. Yeah, I was.
Yeah, like all this type of stuff. Like it's not looking good for nobody right now. Like I said, I just
didn't work out for Danny Lay, brother.
Okay. He brought that on himself, so anyways, but I just feel like it's not looking good for neither one of them right now. I really, like I said, all I want is for when did it get pushed back? April or something?
Yo, the reason this is, okay, listen, all right, theory part was crazy.
Here we go.
No, but the thing is,
y'all.
when this whole situation started, people like split off, like this. One group took Meg's side,
Team Tory.
One group took Tory's side, right?
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't completely on anybody's side in the beginning, but I was only leaning more towards Tory because I didn't feel like it was fair for people to villainize him when
we didn't have the information.
We didn't have the information,
right.
And nobody has been pled or has been found guilty or not guilty yet. You know what I mean? So I felt like, you know, especially when during that time, where it was like more emphasis on Black Lives Matter, because I think this happened in 2020.
It's been a minute.
I think this incident
That's why
happened
I'm sick of it.
in 2020. So it was like everybody just kind of villainized Tory, and I was like, dang, like we ain't supposed to wait. We ain't going with the innocent until found guilty. Like y'all just gonna villainize them.
No police report. Like y'all just attacking.
I was because it was a difficult. I feel like as a black person, it's definitely a difficult situation to be in when trying to support one another. Because on one side, you want to be. Because on one hand, of course, you want to protect black women, but also on the other hand, we got to look out for black men. So it's like it was a real. I would say at least overall for a lot of black people. Well, I don't know. A lot of people seem like they were very adamant about being against Tory.
Yeah.
But
I just see Megan very tough.
Yeah, I got two things about this, and I pretty much don't have anything to say after that. But like you said, how it happened like when we were still dealing with like the George Floyd stuff and everything like that. And I remember, if I'm not mistaken, because Megan, like after the situation happened, Megan was quiet for a couple weeks. You know what I'm saying? Nobody said anything, which I feel like they should go back to. But nobody said anything. And then she got on live, and that's when the whole Team Megan, Team Tory shit happened. But I remember her saying something about how she didn't say anything at first because she didn't want, to villainize Tory because he is a black man and everything like that. And I respected that. I feel like it's kind of gotten away from that because, you know, now it's like, oh, you did this to me, and then he's going to counter back with, bitch, no, I didn't. Like, I mean, like, it's all this. Okay. But I remember her saying that, and I kind of feel like I felt where she was coming from, and that's why the only reason I brought it up is because you said it's difficult for people to kind of, I guess, pick a side if there is a side to pick because, you know, I don't want anybody to, like, go to jail or anything like that, you know, like, but I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what happened. It's a difficult situation, but go ahead.
Okay. I just forgot what I was gonna circle back to a part of the conspiracy that I was stating. So yeah, so initially I took Tory's side, right? Mm-hmm. But then, and I kind of been like rocking with that a little bit. But now I just thought it was funny that the case got postponed to April 5th, and that's my birthday. That's what I was getting at. I thought when I seen that headline, I thought it was.
What was the reason to postpone it? Do you know why?
Yeah, I don't know why they postponed it.
I can't remember. I can't remember exactly why, but
it's been a while.
I just feel like too.
I feel like that happens
even
all the
with
time.
like the court information and everything seems to like everything about this whole case flip-flops. It's like on
that's
one
what I'm
hand,
saying.
it's like we have substantial evidence that Tory Lanez is guilty, and then on that same breath they're like, but we did not find any gunpowder on Tory Lanez's hand.
And so it's like, which one is it? So it's like, it's like, which one is it? Like, I know. I will say this.
What you trying to say here?
I will say this, regardless of whose side you're on. I do want to say this, and I really want people like DJ Academics to like shut the fuck up sometimes because like I got multiple problems with him. This extends outside. This extends outside of Tory and Meg, but like I didn't like how. Whenever because he said something first, and then I ain't like how Meg came back, of course, to defend herself or whatever, and then like he started talking to her crazy and everything like that, and I just feel like DJ Academics does not have a good track record, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to like talking to certain people because he got punked by Big Mensa, bro. Like, I mean, like, you didn't say nothing to him when he was like, I think you a bitch and everything like that with that whole Chirac series that he was doing and everything. But you feel like you can talk any type of way, not just to Meg. I remember I seen a clip, like, I don't know if he has a podcast or some type of show. He has something that he does, like, or whatever. But he was talking to some other girl. I don't know if it was Brittany Renner or whoever, but he was talking to her crazy. And I'm like, it's funny that you want to get buck with, like, certain people, but other people you just want to,
he's been talking pretty spicy about Freddie Gibbs.
Too spicy. I'm just saying, like, shut the fuck up. Anyways, that's all I really got on that Tory and Meg situation. Like I said, I really, at this point, I really want to find out what happened. That's why I said I really just want to hear the verdict because, like you said, everything flip-flops. Give me the facts. Whatever the verdict is, it's going to be what it's going to be. And let's just move on because I feel like we just spent way too much time on this. Like, way too much time.
Yeah, but also, if Tory's not guilty, I'm wilding.
And if he's guilty?
Bro, they got him paid as a bad dude.
Like, yo, listen, this is the thing. If Tory Lanez is guilty, then everything, like, Meg's, like, trauma will finally be able to, like, be eased, and he'll be put in jail, and people will villainize him and counsel him and won't spin his records no more, and then it's all over.
That's not going to happen.
But if he is found not guilty...
It's a wrap.
Y'all, listen, there's going to be... like the amount of salt that's gonna be flowing through the land, because you gotta remember, like, people and like even to this day they like Tory Lanez is guilty. Yeah. So if he gets found not guilty, not only that, but there were media, like music platforms, like blackballing him and like people like not giving, like taking him off of playlists, like artists like taking him off of songs and like everything. Like it's gonna look crazy if he's not guilty. Like, we're going to have to, I feel like, too, reason why I kind of hope that he's not guilty is so we can kind of get to this other part of the, like, we did for the first half, it was like, support black women, believe black women, but like, now we need to start delving into, like, how y'all be treating black men. How black men get villainized super quick, tossed to the side. You know what I'm saying? It's like, dang.
Well, look, all I gotta say is we gonna see what happens. April 5th. That's what you said.
My birthday.
If it don't get pushed back again.
Yo, so hopefully it don't. Hopefully it don't. I don't. It might. I mean, I don't know. I hope not. Honestly,
this case might not get
if
solved
it get
for another 5 years.
Man, at that point, just who man.
Right. Ain't nobody
nobody.
No, man.
That's how I feel right now. No,
can't do that.
Both of y'all chill. Anyways, but yeah, we gonna see what happens. Like I said, I'm ready for the verdict to see what happens, and it's gonna be what it's gonna be. Anything else on Tory and Meg?
Yeah, man, I just can't wait to put up hashtag bitches be lying.
Man,
you know what, Darryl?
If he not guilty,
if he not guilty,
you right.
And if it don't happen like that, Darryl gonna be like, damn.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to call him, make sure
first of all,
you gonna be quiet that day.
Exactly.
First of all, you cannot make me feel bad about supporting the king.
No,
nobody talking about that.
No, if he, guilty, not guilty though. You're right.
I mean, even if he does get found guilty, it's like people still listen to R. Kelly.
And on that note, next topic is anyway. Well, since I'm looking at it right now, we can give a real quick shout out to the home team, Arkansas Razorbacks.
Oh yes,
y'all are doing y'all thing, man. I gotta hand it to y'all, man. I'm really not a fan of college basketball. I really don't like college basketball, but I always try to support people who are getting drafted from Arkansas, and people who maybe I went to the same high school as them, whatever the case may be.
Right. I think they won 16 of the last 18.
I think I know a couple people on that Razorbacks team, but y'all doing y'all thing, man. So congrats to you. We gonna keep supporting y'all home team. Keep blowing them out.
They were on a pretty long winning streak for a second, and then Tennessee just interrupted that. But still,
they didn't even lose bad to Tennessee. It was like a 4-point.
Yeah, it was like
thing.
a 4-point difference. And honestly, I wasn't even messed up about Tennessee. The fact that they won the Auburn and Kentucky games, I'm like, y'all serious? Yeah, like y'all won it. Y'all want that.
And some tough road wins too. In Florida, that was important because they started 10-5.
Yeah,
so shout out to the Hogs.
And I think I want to say we beat LSU twice.
Yes, we did.
I want to say we did.
I know we beat them.
I know we just beat them, but I want to say when they started when they were going initially with their winning streak, LSU was on there too.
So shout out to the Hogs. Y'all doing
for sure.
It, man.
Y'all doing the thing, man.
March is gonna be lit.
The only college basketball team
Speaking
I watch.
of basketball, how y'all feel? NBA, what y'all?
Look,
LeBron.
Listen,
56? Was it 56?
Listen, no. Well, hold on. Before we praise him.
What you about to say?
Before we praise him,
she about to chop him down.
Listen, man.
Come on, man. We were just talking about Kings, bro. Hey, come on.
Y'all don't even know what I'm about to say. And no, this is what y'all black men be doing. Y'all ain't showing.
Go
Give
ahead.
me a chance to speak first,
I'm sorry,
okay?
go ahead.
Damn.
You got the mic.
No. It has nothing to do with that. Well, it kind of got something to do with that. But I just feel like they did win last night against the Warriors. LeBron put up 56, and he did put on a hell of a show. I will give him that. Does not take away from the fact that they've been tripping lately. Look, I don't know. I don't know. And the bad part about it is I don't know. Well, I don't know exactly where the issue is. Because, if a team is playing bad, you can kind of, pinpoint, okay, well, they need to do better in this area. It's so many areas that I feel like I can't even say what their issue is. Because they got a good team. They got a pretty good team.
I know the issue.
What's the issue?
You go first.
The issue is LeBron was born with a gift and a curse.
Okay.
The gift is he is very, very, very talented.
Okay. I don't think anybody can argue that.
Basketball.
Yes, sir.
The curse is no matter where he goes, somehow the people he plays with will always suck. Cleveland.
Oh man,
2007.
So for some reason, and Kyrie Irving was just an anomaly. Like,
those are gift from God.
yeah, and then
Get some guy.
For real.
and I also
bad.
aside from Dwayne Wade, those are like two anomalies.
They're
out
like
of the people.
outliers.
Yeah, that, other than that though,
Right.
a lot of people have been wish-washy, and then there's also been a lot of players like George Hill, Jordan Clarkson, who played better after they would like leave the team LeBron's on, and now their stats are better. Like George Hill, like I want to say that year after he left, like he started shooting a lot better. He was just doing things he was not doing when he was playing with LeBron. I'm like, now y'all want to hoop? Like y'all can hoop when y'all was with LeBron? Like what is it about LeBron that like people just? I'm telling y'all, LeBron might be a monster.
No, man.
Bro, okay.
I think he steals the talent of people on his team and stat pads himself. And the rest of the team look back because he stole all their talent. LeBron is a monster for real. Like, he played the wrong role.
Okay. What do you think about, and I guess what do you think about Russell Westbrook? I don't know. Okay.
That's exactly where I was going.
Russell Westbrook has always been, I would say, probably one of my favorite point guards.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm kind of having a hard time with him this season. And I know a lot of people a lot of people being like saying dumb shit like, oh, Russell Westbrook sucks, trade him, whatever. But I really want to understand what's going on with him because I don't understand why this season has just been so tough for him to be able to score and stuff like that. I don't know what's going on because top 75 point guards. You know what I'm saying? Like,
for me, I feel like he just have. I wouldn't say he's playing differently or he sucks now. I think he's just getting exposed for his playing style. Like, I think just being on the Lakers somehow is just exposing him. Because usually, a lot of times when he's played, he's usually like the point. Like, the ball gets funneled through him.
Right.
So he would get a lot of buckets. Like he would just end up getting like 20 or 30, you know what I'm saying, from however he was scoring. And it looks like, like Russell Westbrook, he's getting like 20, 30 a game. He's a great player. But in all actuality, they had to run it through him. You know what I mean? Like he was like the point man, like the guy or whatever on the team. In a lot of instances. But now I just feel like it's more of a, like playing on this team, it's more of an emphasis on actual skill because now you're on a team with LeBron where he's always going to be like the go-to guy, especially with AD, a.k.a. Street Clothes.
Ooh.
Always.
No, I'm with
Shots
you on that. I'm with you on that for sure.
Shots
always having LeBron's usually the one carrying. So now it's like Westbrook don't have to carry. You just have to like get some key moments, but he's getting exposed for that because his skill level ain't really there. And also, too, not even just against him, but LeBron is in a whole different league because LeBron actually spends a lot of his time, like, making himself better, whether he's conditioning his body or he's shooting jump shots or practicing whatever, like, just whatever, even in the summertime, like, on downtime. And that's why I feel like for a lot of athletes, they need to adopt that mindset. Like, just because you got your off season or whatever don't mean take a long vacation or whatever. Like if you really want to be one of the best, like that ain't no downtime. You might give yourself like a couple weeks like rest or break or whatever, but then after that it's back to the grind. Like if you want to be a LeBron or Steph Curry or whatever, like a lot of them guys is in their off season like working out, training, whatever. So I just feel like Westbrook could probably be doing the same, but we're already in the season. Although I agree with like the comments that he hasn't been playing and he's been like pretty bad. I just don't agree with the amount of press and stuff he's been getting. Like Skip Bayless calling him Westbrook. I think that's real.
Skip Bayless, bro.
I think stuff like that is really. I think especially for it's like for that person it's a joke or whatever. It's like but that's getting wrong across, you know what I'm saying, the internet and stuff like that. So I feel like that's real humiliating at a certain point. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you shouldn't go past a certain point dealing, because at the end of the day, still a person. You know what I'm saying? So.
Right. Yeah, Russell. He playing bad, bro.
I'm
gonna be honest with y'all. Podcast world, I'm letting y'all know this motherfucker playing bad. Bad decisions. He's shooting terribly. He can't shoot when he open. High turnover rate, higher than Oklahoma City. And LeBron James' success out of the 3 of the 4 championships. Stellar guard play. Dwayne Wade can create his own shot and make it. Kyrie Irving can create his own shot and make it. Yeah. But Russell, if AD not playing, because AD can create his own shot and hit it. Russell, if you're not playing at a high level, it's a lot on LeBron. It's a lot, and he playing center too. So body-wise, he banging with the big boys, and he got to hit a 3.
Yo, also
it's a lot
to intersect
for 82 games.
The Lakers. Also, at the end of the day, the Lakers brought all of this on themselves. Mm-hmm. It's like literally the season before that, they were leaving Westbrook at the 3 to shoot. They would leave him open. They'd be like, "Oh, Westbrook at the 3. Everybody go get the rebound. Westbrook at the 3. Everybody go get the rebound." And then the next season, y'all like, "We drafting Westbrook."
Right.
It's like,
no, you're right. But I do want to say, I want to say 2 things about this because I feel like this kind of actually goes back to like what you were saying, how LeBron is like gifted, but he's also cursed, but in a different way. For some reason, and I hate this, whenever something goes bad on whatever team that LeBron's on, because y'all know how they be calling him like the GM and everything like that, and I really kind of just want to like clear that shit up because like you as a star player, you may have some pull like in the front office, but at the end of the day, they're going to make the decisions they make. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter who you are. LeBron, Steph Curry, KD, whoever. You know, so all this, LeBron put this team together himself. He handpicked. Like, no, he didn't. Like, he did not handpick these people. He might have said, I don't know how those talks actually go in the front office, but he might have, like, mentioned something, and they might have took it into consideration. But he did not. Y'all acting like he put the trades together himself. Like, he didn't do that. You know what I'm saying? So everybody being like, oh, he handpicked his team. No, he didn't. Because I'm pretty sure if LeBron handpicked his team, he would be winning. Okay?
Yeah, hell yeah.
So I want to say, to piggyback off of that, yeah, I agree. For the most part, it's like, I think it's just like, what people notice is why they make a lot of those comments. Like, so people notice that every time LeBron gets, like, new teammates on his team, for some reason, he's getting a lot of old heads. So now it seems like LeBron's doing that. But
and they're his friends, so it's like, he picking his friends to play with him.
So it can seem like, in which I think there were some moves that LeBron made that were, like, some moves that were made that were LeBron, as far as, like, I think LeBron made the call to play with Carmelo.
Oh, for sure.
I think he made, but also
Carmelo been consistent though.
He's been consistent, but it's like, Brian, why take this long? They were dogging Carmelo years ago. Yeah. Before he got with the Trailblazers,
the New York days?
They was trying to scoot him out the league. Like, he was out the league and he was on TV pleading for his life. Yeah. Like, yo, I want to play.
I pick him up
to play.
Right.
LeBron was like, he was just like, eh?
Do you think that when it comes to his teams, it got a lot to do with I know this is not even what it's all about, but role players, because I hate to go back to Miami and Cleveland, he had the same set of role players. He had Haslam still. I know it's Haslam, but he still had Haslam in Miami. Yeah. Still had Chambers. Jones, I think you had Ray Allen for maybe a couple years. You have a certain amount of chemistry and trust that when I pass you the ball, Taylor, you're going to hit that motherfucker. Because right now, it's like LeBron taking 30-some shots. The man playing about 44 minutes. No, about 40 minutes. I mean, he got it. It ain't no trust here, dog.
I also feel like there's this whole LeBron carries his teams, and he does, but you got to think about it like this. Although LeBron takes care of his body, like, he's known for that.
Yeah. Facts.
No matter how much you take care of your body, age still gonna catch up to you eventually. You know what I'm saying? And he's playing great. That's not what I'm trying to say. But at 37 years old, I mean, he can, he can still be your go-to. But, this is where I feel like the front office needs to be like, okay, well, yeah, he's still like a superstar, but we need to start making moves to where we can put people around him who we know are going to be consistent every night, to where if LeBron has an off game, it's not the end of the fucking world. And I feel like right now, that's like if LeBron is off, the whole team off.
It's a wrap.
You know what I'm saying? Because there's nobody really. I mean, don't get me wrong, dudes like Malik Monk, he's been playing really good. And he's home team. He's from Arkansas, so is Austin Reeves. You know what I'm saying? Who else?
Melo has some good games.
Melo, but I already said him.
Right,
I was trying to think of somebody else.
Dude, that's it. I'm being honest with you. That's it.
Other outside of them,
that's
you know.
That's because other than LeBron, the go-to is supposed to be street clothes. But
ooh, shots fired.
He got beef. All right,
don't he? I mean, he always hurt though.
He is always
Anthony
hurt.
Davis is a glass cannon.
I feel like when Anthony, like the last time Anthony Davis went down, I could have swore I saw LeBron just look at him like, man.
Yeah, it was like, because he's real fragile. Like, it's at the point where it doesn't matter how Anthony Davis falls. When Anthony Davis hits the floor, every Lakers fan is thinking one thing. Nigga, please don't be hurt.
Right. He make a big difference though, don't he?
Please don't. Difference. Yo, when he's like healthy and good, when he's like healthy in that max capacity, he really can play or whatever. Like he's never gonna be like and I think we all wish he could be the inside guy as well, but we all know that he's too fragile for that. But like when he can pretty much do everything else. Right. Like, and he's a great shooter, which at his height, being a great shooter, it's hard to contest the shots. So I think that in that aspect, like,
it'd be nice if he was out there though.
I really like AD, but honestly, man, I would trade.
Ooh.
I would.
Ooh, we getting into trades?
Okay, Darryl. Whoa.
Trade deadline over,
Darryl. Think about this.
AD and Westbrook would have been a package deal. I would have got rid of both of them.
But who would want them? No, I'm kidding.
I mean,
I feel like somebody would take AD. People want AD, even with his injuries. It's Westbrook that I feel like would be hard to move.
AD could go to the Kings. He could go anywhere. Right. Like that ain't really. Yeah. I mean, he probably couldn't go somewhere where they already got a pretty like focus. Like he could. I don't think he'd be able to go to like the Nets or something. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, no. And they kind of don't need him, honestly.
They don't. I mean, they might be able to. They got rid of James Harden, so I'm not sure.
Right, they did.
But they don't need AD, especially with Kevin Durant. Like, not as frequent injuries, but still kind of on and off. Like the Nets players kind of been rotating injuries.
I think Kyrie's coming back though, because they letting up on that vaccination stuff.
Yeah. Which that was another thing that's crazy. I think wearing masks at a game is crazy. Just to be honest with you, like if you're like a player, like a coach, I just don't understand. Like sometimes, these mask rules don't be making.
It's not the mask; it's the vaccination thing. He didn't want to get vaccinated, which I mean, well within his right. But the NBA was like, you don't got to get vaccinated, but you're not gonna play
the home games. Right?
No, I think it was away games.
One of the two, yeah.
One of the two.
Right.
You know, whatever their rule is, I don't know. But I think my point is they're letting up on it, so I think he's gonna be able to come back and play full time. So that's probably gonna help them out. You know,
took long enough.
Well, not even on the vaccine though, but just like the mask and like players will be off to the side with masks, and then when they get on the court, no mask. It's like, what's the difference? That's what I'm saying. It's inconsistent. Like, things are obviously different now at this point, but there was a point in time where they were opening restaurants, but you have to wear a mask. But you don't have to wear a mask when you're sitting down.
Eating.
That never sat well with me. Like even now, like I don't understand like how that was ever like who okayed that. Like who was a person like I don't know, man. Like mask standing up, no mask if you sitting down. That's how that's how we gonna handle the virus. It's like, that just never made sense. But yeah, off of that. Back to NBA.
Do you think, I mean, just bringing it all together, do you think that the Lakers are going to make the playoffs? Because I feel like if they lose...
I'm going to be honest. I think if the Lakers... Well, for me, I think if the Lakers are going to be in the playoffs, LeBron wouldn't be scoring as much. I think, to me, the fact that LeBron is scoring so much, they might not be making it. Because in my head, LeBron is stat padding. Like, that's just me. I want them to make it, for sure. But I just feel like at this point, LeBron just might be stat padding, just getting his stats up, hitting some logo threes.
You think he's staying in LA?
Yeah, he probably will.
When he made that remark, he didn't necessarily. He said he liked playing in LA, but he never said that he would stay.
Now, when his son graduates, that's gonna be interesting.
That's the thing.
But
like, I think he's gonna go wherever his son's going.
Yeah, for at least
if his son goes to LA, which I mean, LA better hope the guy that they draft his son. Mm-hmm. But let's say his son went to the Hornets. LeBron's probably going to the Hornets.
Right? Yeah, he gone. He got it there for sure.
How long do y'all think he's gonna stay like just in the league? Because I feel like not this season, maybe not even next season, but I feel like he's going on this thing. I feel like it's about to be time where he's kind of like, it's time for me to wrap it up.
He's playing phenomenal.
Yeah, I think his last. I think his last thing on his bucket list is playing with his son. I think once he can get like a season or whatever playing with his son, and then he'll probably retire after that. I honestly, I think at this point he's made it pretty well known that he's just waiting on his son to get in the league, and so because I think he'll be the only one that ever say that they was able to play with their kid
in the league.
So that'd be a pretty dope milestone for his legacy.
Is his son a junior in high school right now? Or?
No,
I know he's not in college yet.
He's not, but he's like 17 though.
Yeah.
So
okay.
Don't you got to do a year in college before you can go to the league, right?
Now you do, yeah.
Yeah,
that's right.
So,
I don't know what grade he's in.
But not in college yet. So LeBron still got a couple more years before he play. At least maybe 2.
Yeah,
maybe.
I mean, yeah, like 2 or 3, but
at the most.
They're gonna have to. What's gonna have to happen is he's gonna have to be in a situation where he doesn't have to play every game or the whole game.
He pushing 40.
Like his conditioning is. I mean, but still, it's just. I don't know. It's just gonna be harder on him in these years to be able to do what he does while wait on your son to get in the league. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm interested to see how the rest of the season goes for the Lakers, because like you said, I want them to make it too. But at this point, I don't know. But we got anything else on NBA?
Not in particular, but speaking of schools, do you want to touch on the North Little Rock High?
Yeah, definitely. I wanted to do a little bit of research on this situation. So from what I saw, I saw a video on Facebook of North Little Rock high school students. It was like a peaceful protest. They were walking out of class, and what they were protesting was apparently like there was a teacher. I don't know if it was a male or female teacher, but there was a teacher who had like some allegations against, like some sexual assault allegations or something like that against them. And the students were doing like a peaceful protest, protesting that teacher, saying they don't want the teacher in the school or whatever the case may be. And the protest didn't last that long, and it was peaceful. The news did say like they emphasized that like the students like weren't being disruptive or anything like that, but they put the school on lockdown because after the protest was over, it was like another group of students who like wouldn't go back to class or something, But they eventually opened the school back up, and it was business as usual. Yeah. But I kind of just wanted to talk about that, touch on that. I thought it was interesting, and also just want to say that I feel like a lot of people underestimate kids. Especially this generation, like that's coming up like under us. Because I feel like we are very vocal about certain things and everything like that, but the generation under us, like, they ain't gonna put up with that. And I was just interested in the story because I'm like, man, like, kid, which I mean, it's high school kids, but still kids. Yeah. Actually taking a stand and actually supporting one another and not wanting to be around an adult who's a predator or anything like that. So I just wanted to, I guess, give a shout out to the North Little Rock High kids. Not that they listening, but I mean, that's like that was admirable to me.
It was definitely
admirable. So.
That's definitely different than how I was in high school. Cause man, I mean, there was some teachers that could have went to jail. I'm gonna just say that.
Without starting anything, without starting anything.
Out there,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Without naming names, I actually had a coach, that got arrested after I graduated. This was about 2 years after I graduated. Right. They got arrested for that stuff. So,
I wonder if we're talking about the same person.
We probably are. Yeah. We'll talk off mic. But I mean, so he got arrested for that. But I didn't hear anything about that when I was in high school. And honestly, I can't even, class of 2016, I don't even know if we would even come together like that to protest and walk out of class. You know what I'm saying? Everybody kind of stayed to themselves and minded their business, hung out who they hung out with. Mm-hmm. So I don't even know if we would have did that. That's why I just wanted to say, like, that was really cool to see, like, the kids doing that. Because, I don't know. I tried to find, like, some information, like, on the teacher's name and stuff like that, but I couldn't really find anything. All I know is that the teacher had allegations against them. And I don't know what they're doing about that. I would like to think that the school is actually looking into that and not just letting them work.
Right.
So,
like I'm curious to know the results of their protest.
And I'll try to keep up with it, weeks to come. For sure. I just man, that was really cool to see, Yeah. So I just wanted to say that. Let's see. Anything else?
Parkview was interesting. All right, continue.
I want to touch on Russia-Ukraine situation.
For sure.
Woo!
I'm gonna be honest. Outside of like what we all know, like Russia invading Ukraine, I do not know a lot about this situation, so I kind of don't want to just talk out the side of my neck. So I mean, if anybody else knows more about it,
I'm gonna let you take it because I know you studied.
I don't know too much about it.
Yeah, I wasn't even gonna really go too much into it because honestly, too, we live in a time now where a lot of information gets put out. And then I've seen a lot of times where both sides were wrong or something. So it's kind of weird as far as like the information being put out. But I didn't really want to see this is my overall thing, and I didn't want to seem like a downer or people like hating me for this or whatever. But I just felt like I just wanted to be honest. Like first and foremost, obviously, I want to say. Thoughts and prayers to anybody who's been negatively affected by that situation.
Of course.
But also, I feel like maybe either I was desensitized or I just knew what was to come afterwards. Like...
We mean like...
Like how this was probably going to play out. And what I mean by that is people care now and then just going to end up forgetting about it. Not too long ago, Palestine and Israel had a whole. That was the thing. Like now it's Russia, Ukraine, but it was Palestine, Israel, and it was big, and people were mad, and it was like love to Palestine, and they were changing their Facebook filters, and then it's like now it's like nobody. It's like it didn't even nobody acknowledges nobody. You know what I mean? And that's kind of how. And it's. I mean, again, this sucks, but that's just kind of how. I kind of felt about this in the sense that I just kind of knew that like a lot of people who are talking about it only talk about it now because it's a hot topic. But I mean, in like a few weeks, and I'm not going to say that they're not going to be talking about it. I just don't think that people will care as much because that's just kind of how people are now. Like they care like initially, but they move on to something else.
I feel that. I think that, and this is initially why I didn't really want to talk too much about it because I don't know much about it. And I feel like, kind of like what you said, like people posting like, oh, pray for Ukraine and everything like that. Like, yes, of course, pray for them. But like, I just feel like, what else? You know what I'm saying? Because people will do that and they don't really care. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying.
And that's why, if people only care, and this is me being in my, humans actually suck bag. Yeah. But people only care when shit hits home. Yeah. And so this whole, Putin, I don't really know much about politics, but I don't think the U.S. is going to get touched, only because, like, we're the U.S. And I'm not saying that as like in a proud to be an American way. I'm saying that we're the U.S. like as in we have like a
military.
Exactly. Yeah. So that's why I don't think we're gonna get touched, and if we do, we're gonna do something about it right away. Yeah. And so I feel like until. Not saying I wanted to, but until like something hits close to home, like there's like a really big threat, threatening, the U.S. people are like, oh man, sucks for them. It's always gonna be that sucks for them attitude. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And so that's where it's really unfortunate, and that's why I kind of steer clear of like posting stuff and everything, because it's like I don't want to be that person. I don't want to be that person that like. I want to, if I can, I want to actually do something, right, and I don't know what to do, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, of course, pray for Ukraine. Anybody who's been on Twitter or Instagram has probably seen some disturbing clips of, people getting murdered, cars, buildings get blown up and everything like that. Right. And people are in those buildings, so of course, prayers for everybody in Ukraine, but don't just say the shit to be saying it. Like if you can, sign a petition, if you can donate some money, if you can try to do just something a little bit more than just, a passive pray for them, do that, So,
just thoughts and prayers go out to Brittany Griner's family. She,
course, I heard about that. Yeah,
a hostage over there, wherever the case may be, in the prison. I guess that might be another topic of why she was over there. The WNBA salary is very low, so she got to make her money. But thoughts and prayers go out to Brittany Griner.
For sure, I heard about that. Sure. I think I heard that she actually was arrested. I'm just looking forward. I'm not looking at it. But I think I heard that she was actually arrested a couple weeks ago, and we're just now hearing about it. Right. So I know that in different countries there are different rules, especially when it comes to like prison and stuff like that. So I hope she's okay. I really do hope she's okay. I don't know how they're doing that, but I hope she gets out for sure and out safe. Right. So
I think this also shed light on the fact that America sucks until other countries start dropping bombs. Then you're like, you know what?
Do something about it.
It ain't so bad.
Maybe I am proud to be American right now.
It ain't so bad. Yeah, but no, but to piggyback off of what you were saying earlier, that was one of the another reason why I didn't want to why I hadn't really like said anything or really touched on that situation much, is because it's like, yeah, it's a tragic situation, but it's like things are not tragic just because you're new to it. You know what I mean? Or just because you just got wind of something. Like, if you like really think about it, like people get killed every day. And I'm not saying that as a like way to like desensitize people or whatever. I'm just like the truth. Like, you know what I mean? Like every day you wake up, like there's tragic things going on. Like things are not tragic because Russia is attacking Ukraine. Like a lot of countries have stuff going on, like human trafficking, people waking up and not knowing if their village is going to get raided or whatever. Like that, people not having food or water. Like all of that stuff exists on this planet every day. And those are some of the things that are always going to my head. And that's why, like when situations like this happen, and it's made global news or whatever, and I see people like touching on land, saying how sad it was and bad, and I'm just like, I mean, it's always like that, you know what I mean? And that's kind of how I felt with, I don't really want to get on this because I want people to be like, oh.
Express
yourself. That's how I felt about, COVID in a way. Like, it was like a lot of people felt like if you just see the way that they was carrying themselves, a lot of people, it seemed as if you would almost think people didn't start dying until 2020. Like, that's how people were acting, like people just started dying. Like, dying wasn't a thing before 2020. And that's how people kind of, like, went along. But I'm just like people have always been dying. Like, when have we ever just been in fear like that about something to where, like, it's 1,000 diseases out there.
Right.
You could
every year
you could trip over something and break your neck, car crash, like you could get shot, airplane, like just you could drown, burn. I don't know. Like there's a million ways to die, and people are just acting like the only way you could die is by spreading COVID. And that's the way they was packaging it, and I just didn't like the way that they was packaging it like that. But yeah, I mean, all in all, I guess I'm circling back just to say that tragic things happen every day. So just, I would say in general, every day, just keep that in mind. Like that, if you feel like things are good for you, just be grateful. You know what I mean? Be grateful that you're healthy and that if you feel like you're safe, be grateful that you're safe. You know what I mean? And all those things.
For sure. And yeah, I mean that's pretty much all I got on that. Crazy world we live in. I think. Yeah, we really ain't got that much left. I did want to say this real quick. It's been 10 years since Trayvon Martin was tragically murdered. And I just wanted to say something about that because I feel like Trayvon Martin, I can speak for me personally, was the first time I actually started paying attention. You know what I'm saying? Like where I was kind of like, just, it's like something like a switch kind of went off like, damn, like this shit. Like, I mean, I don't know how things happen in y'all household growing up, but like, I mean, obviously I always knew I was black and shit like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I mean, when you're a kid, you're not really thinking about certain things, you know? And when Trayvon Martin happened, I think I was in the 8th grade and, I wasn't even in high school yet. And it was like, that really did something. Yeah. Like he was just a kid. He was like me and he was killed for no reason. So I just wanted to say, rest in peace. We haven't forgotten about you. Your legacy lives on, and prayers to his family, of course. And we're gonna keep trucking for you. So I just wanted to say that for sure. Y'all got anything?
I know. I mean, I just piggyback on the love, like rest in peace, and thoughts and prayers to his family.
Of course.
Hope they were. I mean, up to this point, hope they've been able to heal. I mean, they ain't really. Once you lose a loved one, ain't really anybody could say or do. You know what I mean? To make you feel, I guess, better or whole again. But yeah, I feel for them. So
of course.
We did a stage. Shout out to Terrence Beard. We did a stage play, and I've had to play Trayvon Martin. And I remember I had the hoodie on and the Skittles and all that, and the impact he's made on the black community. Even though it's been 10 years, the impact he's made, we're still pushing and still trying to move forward. So his death is not in vain.
Of course not.
We still moving forward.
Yeah. But yeah, I think that's all we got on the schedule, boys. Y'all see anything else on here y'all want to talk about, or?
No, I think we're good.
Good. All right. It's been real.
For sure. Oh, we should talk about
the schedule.
Yeah, schedule.
Gotcha. Go ahead, or y'all. I don't know.
Wait, so are you wanting to do the Wednesday?
Yeah, we can start doing that. Is that
Wednesday night?
So I think we can actually start giving y'all 2 episodes a week, hopefully. Right now we only record, we're recording on Sunday today, but we record on Saturdays and every other week because, everybody's schedule is kind of crazy. But we decided that we want to give y'all, another day. That way we're not losing so much like in a 2-week period.
Right. And
everything's not outdated when we talk about it. So I guess starting...
So it'd be like 1 week it'd be Wednesday and next week Saturday and then flip again.
Oh, rotate them.
Yeah. Right.
So did you want to do 2 a week?
I think I got that mixed up. I was thinking 2 a week.
Yeah.
It would still have. I guess it would still have to be 1 a week.
Yeah, it'd be 1 a week.
1 Wednesday and 1 Saturday.
Yeah. So all in all, we're trying to get y'all an episode. We're trying to drop every week. We're gonna get. That's the plan, is to drop every week instead of every 2 weeks.
Exactly. And also, hopefully, soon we'll have like some type of, video, and also like promo pics or something like that. We're still trying to work that out because all that type of shit is hard. but we gonna figure it out because we actually want to do this the right way. So
yeah,
we got a lot of love on the last episode, and we just want to say thank you to everybody who listened. I haven't actually checked like the viewer count on YouTube or anything like that, but I'm sure it's in a good place, and I appreciate everybody who reached out. People who actually listen to the entire episode. if you have that attention span,
definitely. Shouts out to y'all, man.
For sure. We'll be back, and I guess next week.
Yeah, we'll be back next week with even more. So
Hopefully,
stay tuned.
we're gonna see.
Listen,
Kanye Part 3.
No, we done with Kanye.
We done with him.
No, I mean, it depends whether he do something or not. But I mean,
man, y'all know
we'll
I'm gonna
be
have to
back.
talk about Kanye.
I know.
Every week.
At least one time.
Hey,
every-
our listeners gonna know. They got to start out with Kanye again. Nah, they don't know. But no, thanks to everybody. Always have fun recording with my friends. You know, we actually got Keith to come in this time.
Yeah.
I know. Hopefully we'll have him from now on. You know,
I believe so. Yeah.
So we'll
Yeah,
see.
good.
And so thank you to everybody. You know, keep listening or don't. I don't know.
Come in weekly now. We're coming weekly now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Anything else? Yeah. Thank you.
Peace.